Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei was trained by Zen-aku to be the last legendary Power Ranger movie. Before we start, please go support QworRoses for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistake in character's gender, but of course Issei is a male. Issei is betrayed by all his former friends because they tricked them into killing him. Even Draig fell for the lie, leaving the boy unprotected when he needed him. He barely manages to save himself, but where he died was none other than Animalia, where he will obtain unparalleled powers, but he will not use the morphers at first, but something more powerful. The betrayal that began the last ranger. Issei could be seen completely dying, being massacred by his ex-friends. Every time he could, he would get up and run to escape his attackers, but one legs no longer responded. Issei, why do they attack me? I didn't do anything. Rias, don't lie to us, we know what you did. Issei, but what did I do to deserve this? Akeno, you know it well, murderer. Issei, but you know that I only did it in defense of you and the factions because I would kill innocent people. Even Draig turned against me. Kaneko, ISS, just let yourself be freed from your sins by murdering yourself. Draig, sorry buddy, but I have to do it. Loading a fireball, forgive me, but it's the only way to save you. Shooting the fireball at him, which hits him and sends him far away from there. In a strange place full of metal animals, Issei's lifeless body could be seen lying on the ground, where a shadow carries him up and takes him to a cabin where he treats his wounds and gives him back his arm. Time skip 3 hours. Issei, where am I? You are in the Animarium. I am its guardian until you arrived. Issei, I'm sorry to bother you, but who are you? I am Zen-aku and you are the last ranger that exists. You are 100% human, but now I will train you and you can be the legendary ranger. Issei, I am a ranger because, Zen-aku, well, you were chosen for a reason. Even if you were a pervert, you were someone pure of heart, so the Zords chose you as their new ranger. Now go to sleep. Your training will soon last 3 years. Issei, 3 years. Zen-aku, well, in the Animarium yes, but on Earth only for 3 months. Ready, kid? First, you'll learn to transform into me since I also chose you as my new receptacle to be able to protect the Animarium. Issei, okay, but I won't be called Issei Hayato anymore, now I will be Zen-aku. How about Merrick, Tommy, Bollied and Oliver? Issei, yes, but I think I will only use the Oliver. Zen-aku, I wanted to ask you, what do you want to be? You know, you have to work, right? Issei, yes, why not, master? Time to train. Time skip 3 years. Zen-aku, you did it. You mastered all the powers except the Phoenix and Dragon, but you can transform. So now we'll be an Issei. I'll live in your head, so it's time to go to Earth, buddy. Issei, it's time to be a new me. I think I know where I'll be a teacher. In Q University Director's office. Director, well, Mr. Oliver, tomorrow you start as the new teacher. This will be your classroom. Giving him a paper with the number 1A. Merrick, thank you, Director. See you tomorrow. At night in the city of Q, a very strange song was heard, and while it was being heard, the regenerated demons that were killing humans committed suicide as if they were being controlled. In the occult club, Rias, what is that song you hear? It's beautiful, but it sounds like it's sad. Kiba, President, all the renegade demons and demons who sold human women and vile are dying, and all the women returned to their homes with their families, and they say that the only thing they saw was the figure of a type of wolf playing a flute. Rias, this is weird, call my brother. It's time to meet the mysterious musician. Stop looking for demons, I am Zen-aku, your mysterious musician. Rias, how did you kill those demons? Saying demanding. Zen-aku, I easily controlled them with my song. Anything or person I seek falls before my song. No one could resist it, not even the Zords. Rias, I appreciate you freeing me from work, but what are you? Zen-aku, I am only the guardian of humanity. When they are most in danger, I will be there to protect everyone. You, pointing at Kiba, are not a man, right? It can be seen from more than 1,000 kilometers away that you are a woman. Great disguise, that appearance spell. I applaud you. Now I'm leaving, but before that, play the song again. Zen-aku, I'll leave a reminder of who Zen-aku is. Jumping and hitting Kiba in the face, Rias grabbed her by the neck and threw her against Kiba and took her flute. Now they're under my control just by hearing my song. Rias, what's happening? My hand moves by itself, moving her hand towards Kiba, charging energy of destruction. Kiba, what's happening to my hand? raising his hand and the booted gears appearing. Zen-aku, that's enough demonstration of my powers now. Goddamn, we'll see each other very often. I'm still missing the fallen angels and the cows brigade. Goodbye. Disappearing in a black smoke reaper style without leaving a single trace of Asia where he went. Rias, Kiba, were you able to take his picture? Kiba, yes, President, look. Rias, well, it's time to investigate it, and by the way, your secret is safe. Kiba, President Grace. In a forest near the city of Ko you could see a mansion that seemed abandoned. 9 floors, silver in color and with various types of cars and motorcycles and a road that led to the city. You could see our protagonist enter there. Merrick, well, time to sleep because tomorrow classes start. Well, at least I know who I'll see in my group. I'll make life for them in pieces, but I feel like I'll have them close again somehow. I feel like someone deceived them. What are you saying? Zen, well, you did well with the flute, but you create the control. I gave you the instrument and you're right. Well, it's memories and it's better to discover it yourself. If I tell you, I'll take away the emotion. Merrick, okay, it will be more flexible, but I will punish them for what they do and for not paying attention to the class. That's how it will be. Issei. Merrick, the first ranger and Zen-aku's hunting appear. Merrick could be seen on a blue and white Zen motorcycle with a gray wolf logo going to KOUH University. And he also realized that he had 5 hours to get there, so he decided to go see the city. Merrick, well, it's time to access, taking out a morpher from the Wolf Ranger, wild access. Zen, well done boy, now summon her. Merrick, lunar cycle come to me, jumping and falling on the lunar cycle. Merrick, time to be the Wolf Ranger. So our protos started there at full speed. Every attack, every robbery, every murder was interrupted by a silver flash according to the people who saw him. Until on his journey he heard the scream of a girl. Girl, please save me. Merrick, we better go there. Let's go lunar cycle. In a dark alley there was a man with a gun pointing at a girl who was lying on the floor. Come on, scream, no one will hear you. While he had a very creepy smile for the girl. Girl, please someone save me, sobbing. Come on, it'll just be a while. Did they ever tell you that you don't hit a lady even with a rose petal? Touching the guy's shoulder and preparing a fist, good night. Punching him in the face and knocking him out. Girl, who are you? Merrick, I'm the Wolf Ranger, never forget that, goodbye. Disappearing in a silver trail. Girl, I hope to see you someday, Wolf Ranger. At K University in Merrick classroom. Merrick could be seen enter the classroom and all of his students who saw him had hearts in their eyes and also wondered how she was a teacher at such a young age. Merrick, good morning class. Writing his name on the board. I am Merrick Oliver, or you can call me Professor or also Professor M. Girl, Professor, or how old are you? Merrick, 19. Any other questions? Boy, why did you want to be a teacher instead of something else? Merrick, well, I had nothing better to do than buck, and I don't like cops very much. Merrick, okay, enough with the questions, I'll take the roll call. I take the roll call until the names of a certain group arrive. Okay, where are you? Rias Gremory, Akeno Hijimeja, Kaneko Tujo, Asia Argento, Zenobia Corda, Kiba Yudo, Irina and Gas, being interrupted by the Gremory group that arrived in a hurry as if it were 7 in the morning. What time is this to be arriving at my class? Rias, Professor, don't get angry, we had something to do, with a diva pose. Merrick, Miss Gremory, I will not tolerate disrespect or wasting your time. You and your little flu are grounded for 3 days. Rias, you can't punish us, angry and demanding that you give us the punishment. Merrick, it didn't hurt for 3 days then 3 weeks, angry. Rias, ha 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 ha, it makes me laugh for 3 weeks, haha, she said defiantly. Merrick, so we have 5 months, challenged and angry. Rias, yeah, 5 make 10. Merrick, well, this is for everyone who laughs at their teacher during all the school cycles. The majority celebrated except the Gremory group, seeing Rias repressed. So the Gremory group will be punished for a whole year. And if they behave and listen, I will remove the punishment. Sit down, and next time I will resort to a different method. Rias, haha. Merrick, seriously, well, the rest of your group, with their normal punishment, will now have to suffer the weight. Students, Rias, what is weight? Boy, the teacher told us that when someone gets 3 strikes, he would give him the weight punishment, which consists of the rest of the students putting their books on his outstretched hands and on his head, and he has to do squats with that weight, and shitting on everyone's backpacks, and the rest of us are made to watch a movie. Merrick, okay, Guys, you know what to do. Gremory group. Your punishment starts now. Jeans, go get a TV. Today we'll watch the Nun movie. Okay, my supervision. Students, yeses. So everyone did what the teacher told them, or putting Rias's books in their hands and carrying their backpacks at the end of the class. Merrick, okay class, you can go. Gremory group, now clean the classroom. I'm going. See you later. While walking, Miss Gremory, your punishment is over. Rias, yes, but I can't move. Merrick, now go with your classmates to clean the classroom. Tomorrow, arrive earlier and don't try to believe yourself superior to your teacher. Rias, hi. In Ku City at night, the same melody could be heard as Zen-aku walked through the cold and lonely streets of Ku. Zen-aku, how peaceful is everything. Like this I like to see everything in the solitary car. While continuing to play his song, he detects some presences. Get out of there, demons. Fallen angels. Angels and his guardians. Zirzex, how did you know we were there? Zen-aku, their smell and aura give them away. Odin, you will come with us. Azazel, by fair means or foul. Zen-aku, well, it will be by force because I do not intend to go with you inferior creatures. Taking out a boomerang-shaped sword, ready to fall before me. Leaders, attack! They shouted in unison, but the strange thing is that Michael was not among the leaders and the angels were guided by Gabriel. Zen-aku, how did you descend? Running towards them and attacking the Alliance forces, leaving them dying with each attack until he found someone a little resistant. Well, you are Vala, Lucifer, grandson of the original Lucifer, or should I say granddaughter. Valley, as you know, well, it doesn't matter, I'll bury you along with my secret. Zen-aku, forward, launching at a speed that only allowed to see a purple and black trail hitting Vala, who left him on the ground vomiting blood and with his armor destroyed. That's all. Vala, since I couldn't see you, you're very strong, but I have to be stronger than you for him to try to bring him back to life. Zen-aku, who are you talking about? A certain Issei, he is dead. I saw him die. He died in my hands, and he made me promise that all the factions that betrayed him will burn in hell. And what I am Zen-aku, an Orduke, Lastadares, an ORG. They screamed, hurt by the beating he gave them. Zen-aku, time to go, but remember that in the darkness you are not hidden from me, you are only delaying the inevitable. I will make you greet Issei in the afterlife, leaving while playing his flute. If they weren't afraid by now, they would die of it. It could be seen that it was still night, and the psalm could still be heard everywhere, leaving the fallen angels who wanted another holy war under the control of Zen-aku, causing them to commit suicide, and the same song reached two dragon gods who were arguing over the presents that attacked the factions. Great Red. Well, Ophis, that guy said he was an org, but they were defeated by the Rangers millions of years ago between generations, remember? Ophis, if I remember, I was scared to death when I met the first Org Lord along with his Rangers. They were interesting creatures. Zen-aku, I'm glad you know about my race, the two dragon gods, on top of a mountain with their swords on their shoulders, like in the multi. Great Red, how is it possible you are an Org Duke? You are stronger than an Org Master. How are you alive? Die. Shooting Zen-aku fireballs and energy beams, but none hit him even though they were going directly towards him. How did they not get tired? Ophis, don't attack him head on, idiot. Remember what he is. He's very fast. You have to attack them while he's being hit by Zenig's sword that broke the back of her suit and left a cut marked with blood on her side, leaving her out of combat in no time. Gerarded, you won't be able to beat me that easily, idiot. I'm up here and I'm bigger than you. Zen-aku, maybe I'm at a disadvantage, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Taking out his flute and putting 3 spheres in them, Dark's wild Zords wake up. Starting to play his flute behind him, 3 Zords appeared in their animal form. Drax wild Zords agree. Zen-aku, Dark Predazord wake up. Great Red, you can't beat me, Org. I'm stronger. Zen-aku, now everyone will know my name, and every time they hear it they will die of fear and will not dare to challenge me. Moving the Predazord, attacking Great Red with his weapon and starting to go at a speed where only a dark trail like night could be seen. Gerard Red, how was it possible that you defeated me? You are a miserable Org and I am a dragon. I am a dragon god, he said with his last strength as he fainted, and Zen-aku just walked away from their opening an interdimensional gap, but Zen-aku made his fight be transmitted throughout all the factions, making them fear the great Zen-aku. In heaven, Michael, we can't beat him. He's stronger and only wants to destroy the factions. What are we going to do? Gabriel, simple brother, gather an army again and attack it with all the factions. Michael, father wouldn't have wanted that, much less Issei, sadly saying the last part. In Gregory, Azazel, fascinatingly, he finishes off the dragon gods without a minimum effort, he said while shaking and peeing in his pants. Penim, you peed, right? Covering his face with his hand. Azazel, yes. In the underworld, Graphia, it's a monster. Zirzex, I did a little research on him, but I didn't find anything other than something that said threat GGG plus if you see him run away, and if you don't get him beg for mercy. Rias, brother meaning GGG plus. Zirzex, the G stands for God and the plus is that you can escape killing any god no matter their rank. They are a true monster. Graphia, then I'll clean up where they peed, seeing her sister-in-law and her husband embarrassed for having peed. This is what happened to all the factions when they found out about his powers. They decided never to get into contact with him. Days after what happened with Zen-aku, the ranger began to appear and fight against bank robbers, thieves, dealers and drug sellers, the factions, some members of the age's fallen angels and demons who started to contact the ranger but was afraid of Zen-aku since for him the earth is his territory but more of a forest that radiates his aura. At Q University in Merrick Hall. Merrick, okay class, can you tell me what comes to mind when you see these two images? In one I put a full moon and in the other a forest. Girl, a date on the first. Boy, tranquility and solitude in the second. Rias, fear and a strange creature in both. Akeno, me too. Merrick, well class, since the school didn't have a budget to pay for all the groups to go on a camping trip, and since I live near the forest, they told me that if I could take them to my house and we could stay together as a camp. Student/grouped, yes. Gruppagst, no. Something there in that forest. Merrick, come on, I've been living there and nothing has happened to me, so by majority vote everyone will go to my house. I want them here at 8 at night. Students, hi sensei. Merrick, okay class, you can go now. Remember the camp was in 20 weeks and remember tomorrow is the day your parents will come and do crafts, including me to give you a demonstration. See you later. Merrick's house. Merrick, okay, everything is ready for when the students come. Zen, hey buddy, why do you have a costume of my form? Where will the Gremory stay? Merrick, this is a Zen joke for them. When they go they will finish it with fear screaming jajajajajaj, and I will write it all down, and I will keep it to enjoy the moment every day. Zen, yes, but you already scare all the factions and I felt everyone's heart, and they regret what they did to you. Merrick, I know, but I still have to know why they attacked me. It still bothers me to see them, but I don't hate them, I just detest them. I want to know why they attacked me, the reason for what they did to me, but I will find out no matter the cost. Lunar Fote, thus appearing Zen-aku's flute. It's time for the evening concert. The day is long and the night is much longer, and the war is approaching. He will return, and they will try to defeat them. Well, it doesn't matter. Starting to play. El regresado y los nuevos rangers están perdidas junto las facciones. You could see a completely deserted area if it wasn't for a certain wolf known as Zen-aku heading towards a grave, and seeing that it begins to move and our protagonist kneels before the person who is coming out of the coffin. Master Org, I have woken up from my dream. Now everyone will know the name of the org again, even though for now there are only two of us, right? Zen-aku. Zen-aku, I am at your service. Master Org, we only know what normal orgs and super orgs give us. What do we do? Master Org, it's time for them to wake up too and her too, but I feel that something will be different. You are Zen-aku and you cause chaos, so the rangers return. In the Animarium, a beautiful lady could be seen waking up from an eternal sleep, a little exalted by what just happened, that her legendary ranger is controlled like any org. Shayla, the legendary ranger, was contaminated by the power of Master Org. It's time to put together a new team, but I can't risk it with humans anymore. I have to find out who the new Power Rangers will be. He will die, but in many ways there is Issei. What will I do with you? After Shayla gathered her new team and Master Org sent Zen-aku to destroy the city, she was able to encounter resistance from a group of unique colors. Quiet Zen-aku, for attacking humanity. We have to defeat you because we are the new Power Rangers. Rias, the Red Ranger of the Lion. Akeno, the Yellow Eagle Ranger. Kaneko, the White Tiger Ranger. Zenobia, the Blue Shark Ranger. Asia, the Green Deer Ranger. Ross, the Black Buffalo Ranger. Kiba, the Orange Tiger Ranger. Vala, the Elephant's Celestial Ranger. All, we are the Power Rangers and this is your end. Zen-aku. Zen-aku, Come for me, Rangers, but first you will have to finish off my orgs. I'll wait for you, Rangers. A battle between Rangers and orgs until they defeated Zen-aku's army, and he decided to act by going at his speed unresistible to any being, and he began to leave them badly injured since each blow was intended to kill, until a moment came when Zen-aku stopped being able to move and see a small purple figure in the distance. Zen_aku. Another ranger. How did I not notice her? It must be if she is very far from me and my sense of smell did not detect her. Intelligent rangers take me by surprise, but it will not do you any good if they are not USU ranger powers. Wait, if they do not wake them up, that gives me an advantage. Iowa. Beginning to increase his aura to levels that would give battle even to the Master Org himself, and making the rangers begin to doubt what they did to stop him. Ready, Ranger, let's fight like what we are, beings of immense power. Now they will remember the power of Zen-aku, the current Silver Wolf Ranger. Now die, Issei, he said with a voice from the grave, jumping up to attack them all. If you want, put it in for the fight. This is how the final battle between Zen-aku and the current Power Rangers began, dodging Zen-aku's attacks by pure luck until Kiba and Zenovia decided to attack him, and they summoned their swords to fight against him, in which the rest discovered their rangers' weapons. Zen-aku. Yes, entertain me, Rangers, you do have the guts. Which he was hitting swords with the Dawn Ringers and was interrupted by a loud roar that came from the Red Ranger, causing Zen-aku to fall out and receive multiple hits from Rias' subordinates, thus making him more angry. I see that you woke up the Red Lion's roar, but it won't be of much use against me. Now let's equal things, Rangers. But without warning, he was attacked from all directions with a kind of sword that was detached. That hurt, Elephant Ranger, but I am an Duke. I'm not that easy to destroy. You'll have to do better. So all the Rangers, even the purple one, got into the combat. While they tried to hit Zen-aku coordinately, they were beaten by him. They had no one to save them until something happened. When Zen-aku hit the Ranger wings with his growing wave power, they were detransformed and could see their old loves and friends and remembered everything that happened when he was Issei, and the Master Org's mind controller wanted to disappear. Zen-aku. Damn the memories. It hurts. While walked from one side to the other shaking his head, we will see each other again, Rangers. This will not be the only time you hear the name Zen-aku. You will not be able to defeat me so easily. Atago, the Wolf Ranger under my control. We will see each other, Rangers. But do stopped by the Celestial Ranger with his weapon. Valley, you won't get away so easily, little wolf. Give us back the Wolf Ranger now. All, if you return it to us, already transformed and ready to fight him again. Zen-aku. They want it, they have it. I am united to his soul. He put on my mask and transformed into me. Nothing will bring him back. Ajajajajaja. You are lost, Rangers. Nothing will save you because I am also the Wolf Ranger. Ajajajajaja. Your only hope is me, Jajajajaj, and I am your enemy. And you can't do anything to return him to normal because he died. Now I am Zen-aku 100% and no one will bring him back. Ajajajajaj. Valley, not us, but Princess Shayla does. This is how they took Zen-aku to the Animarium with Princess Shayla. Shayla, okay, Rangers, go after Master Org. I'll try to bring him back. After they left, Zen-aku, you and I know that they won't return, not if they don't have the Wolf Ranger. Ha 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 ha. The Rangers are going toward their death. Ha 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 ha. Shayla, I know that's why I won't talk to you, but with your good side, Merrick. Zen, who are there? Listen to me, Animus, listen to this prayer. Give us back to the Wolf Ranger and Issei Hayato so that they can be one and stop being under the control of the Master Org. Please help us to make it the same. Zen-aku, what happened to your AH? My wheels hurts good enough. I am Zen-aku. After fainting and doing Merrick again. Merrick, no, I'm not only Zen-aku, I'm also Merrick Oliver, the Silver Wolf Ranger. And I'm also the former Dragon Emperor of Wales. I'm the last legendary ranger. I'm the defender of humanity. It's time to be myself. Shayla, there's my favorite ranger. Now go and help the new rangers. I know you don't like them, but Animus chose them, so go ahead, Wolf Ranger, be yourself. Go. Merrick, that's what I'll do. Access to, Wild Access, Wolf Ranger, thus transforming into the Wolf Ranger, where the Rangers were completely defeated without a single trait of power to beat the Master Org. A motorcycle could be seen flying against the Master Org. I love Org. Who dares to attack me? No, not you. How is it possible that you came back from my mind control? It doesn't matter. I'll take care of those stupid people later. Merrick, what do you mean? I love Org. It was because of me that they killed Issei, the Dragon Emperor of Wales. Ha 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 ha. I only played with their minds and that stupid dragon so they would attack him. Ha 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 ha. He was a threat, but you are a much bigger threat, Wolf Ranger. It's time for me to fight in my true form. Merrick, it's time for the Wild Zord's reinforcements to wake up, putting it in a kind of pool table, shooting the crystals at the moon, and Merrick's Wild Zords appearing. Wild Zords come together, so your Zords will form the Predazord. Predazord, ready for combat. Master Org. Master Org, ready. Wolf Ranger to fall before me. Up to here the cap that they did not expect that the Gremorys and Vala would be the new Power Ranger, but as always in my head there are wild inexplicable ideas that leave everyone saying that that was strange. Good God. The Master Org no longer exists, and it was all a lie. There are no more Rangers. You can see a battle between two large colossal creatures in power, with Master Org a little with an advantage to the extent that our protagonist had to use a transformation that would leave him completely weak or even dead. Master Org, ha 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 ha, you can't beat my ranger anymore. The war began while you and I were fighting. I sent my Org to destroy the factions, and the only way to beat me is with a ranger. Ha 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 ha. Merrick, okay, it's time for that way you say. Zen. Zen, I say go ahead, I'll support you, kid, through thick and thin. And we already know who gave them the order to kill you. It was him. So it's time for him to be a legendary ranger. Merrick, well, it's time. Taking out a golden morpher with orange, red and green details pointing it towards the sky. Magic activated. A magic circle appearing above it. Mythic legend activate Ranger Phoenix. Thus jumping the circle and generating a sun. This is your first phase, and yes, it is the one on the cover. Master Org. Impossible, that morpher was destroyed. No one was capable of reviving it. You are a monster, but it will be of no use against me without your Megazord. Merrick, then let's put things on the same level. Megazord Phoenix appears before my call. Mythic legend activated. Jumping where he enters a giant bird covered by a blazing sun. This is the Phoenix Megazord. Phoenix Megazord, ready for battle. Magic activated. Phoenix Sword, come to me. Appearing before the Megazord, a giant sword that radiated heat as if it were the sun itself. Its heat was warm and powerful. Master Org, well, let's start this battle. So began a pitched battle to see who would be the winner. They lasted around a whole day. At night, the aura of the Phoenix Megazord could be seen illuminating where he was, and Master Org was already so weak that his wounds could not be healed so easily, and they fought again. But that night the winner was decided with an attack so powerful that it completely destroyed him. That attack was called Prime Sun, where the Ranger or the Megazord created a circle where multiple weapons appeared that irradiated the aura of the sun itself, and they were fired at the enemy. Then a beam of solar energy was fired and the Megazord flew away. Split into his enemy. Master Org, it can't be, I was defeated in just one day. We Orgs no longer exist, except Zen-aku. Now he is a Master Org. Ha 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 ha. Finally we received what we deserved. Goodbye, Phoenix Ranger. I hope to see you in the afterlife. Falling to my knees and exploding without leaving any remains or anything of him. Merrick, oh my God. Walking towards the false Rangers while Master Org exploded and said to them, I know that they were only temporary Rangers. Give me back the crystals and the daggers of the Rangers, and yes, Rangers do not exist. Only one, and that is me. All okay. With a face of pain, suffering and hatred, but they told us that they would tell us where our Issei was. Pointing at Shayla, Shayla, hey, it's not true, Ranger, they're lying to you. Merrick, I don't trust Shayla. If you want to know where she is, follow me. They followed him without saying anything and saw that they arrived at a grave. All, whose grave is that? Merrick, just read what's written on it. Rias, reading. In memory of Haida Issei, the last human who saw the Animarium, never let hate and love dominate you because both are evil. Rest in peace. Falling on her knees and crying like everyone else. Merrick, okay, I'm leaving before this sentimentality hits me too. Stop right there. I know who you really are, so don't run away from who you really are. A green sphere coming out of Kiba's hand. Merrick, you don't know who I am, the Dragon of Wales, and you don't want to know. Increasing his aura from a warm and calm one to one of, tell me and I'll kill you in 1,000 different ways, and no one will recognize you, and I'll give you Tiamat as a gift with a note, skin me alive and eat. Draig, I understood just by looking into your eyes. Don't increase your aura anymore. Merrick, I want all of you out of the Animarium, pointing at them. Shayla, you are my guests. Legendary Ranger, go away. Merrick, Shayla better remember who protects the Animarium from all of them. I'm leaving, but only because I have to do my duty as a ranger and save all the supernatural races, even if I don't fulfill my promise to Sia. Pointing at the grave, I'm leaving, and remember that in this place he would be sleeping again. You know what happens if I stop being a ranger, right, princess? Disappearing in a golden and green trail at full speed to save the factions reluctantly. After he left, Rias, why does he hate us so much? Shayla, I could answer you. Didn't you notice anything strange when I fought as Zen-aku against you? Didn't you notice that he started to complain about seeing you hurt? Zenobia, yes, I saw him. He said something about good memories. Draig, and I felt a memory sealing spell. He doesn't want to remember something but that. Shayla, you know why he's always serious with any woman. Asia, yes, even when I saw him I could see seriousness, but his eyes reflected hatred, sadness, and a desire for blood. Shayla, the grave also has a modification spell. Akeno, and what does the grave actually say? Shayla, the grave used to say, here lay the feelings of Issei Hayadu. Kaneko, it means Issei-senpai is still alive. Shayla, yes and no at the same time. Zen-aku is Issei, from what the legendary ranger told me, but I could never sign it. Maybe you could see if it's your Issei, the Zen-aku you know. Well, go now. In an area behind where they were. Merrick, Ajajajajaja, I think I'll have fun with them. What are you saying? Zen, are you joining? Zen, okay boy, I'll do it. But record it, you have to see that when they arrive shouting your name. Ha ha ha, it will be very good. At night in the city of Ku you could see a park with no one except Zen-aku, who was on the branch of a tree playing his flute just for him, and he was where it all began. Rias, Isse, I know you're here. Zen-aku, hello, President, you finally found me, he said coldly. Akeno, Issei-kun is you? Zen-aku, I'm not just an idiot with his own stupid name, of course I am. Kaneko, Issei-senpai, come back with us. Zen-aku, did you really think that just by saying sorry everything would be fixed? Well, I didn't stop being that kind and friendly spirit. I became this. And I like my change. I don't need anyone and I'm stronger than you. I'm a lone wolf. I like being like this, the darkness and I. And I already know why they did it. They controlled them. They deceived them. But I'm not an idiot. If I come back, they could turn their backs on me with some other guy. But if I continue being like this, I wouldn't care if they did it with someone else. Now get out of here because memories of when I met them and saved them come back to me. Rias, Issei, where are your pieces? Zen-aku, well, let's say they're in a music box in my old room, but you know I don't care what you do with it. Throw it at the first idiot with a pretty face you see, if you haven't already. But a certain goatee came along to ruin the conversation. Odin, now to Prienlo with the chains of Fenrir. Zen-aku, I knew all this. This was to be able to capture me. I should have tried to talk to you. I shouldn't have come to remember those good times. With the chain absorbing his powers, damned, you will all pay for it. Raising his aura until reaching a point where the chains broke due to his immense power. I will get revenge. Be the last thing I do. Factions, watch your backs because least you expect it you will no longer exist in this world. Up to here the chapter 1. Don't know how many I have today, but guys, I want to ask you if Issei Merrick Zen-aku forgives you. Yeah, either. And no, don't be bad. The Ord Master controlled them and yes, he will have a harem. Just be patient. I'm still thinking about whether to include most of the ones from the series or not. Well, see you. Revenge begins and Zen-aku. Forever. You could see our favorite chestnut walking through the Apura of the night in Animalia until he reached the Animarium where he left Sumor for being where Princess Shayla was and he transformed into Zen-aku and started to play his song while he walked and had the full moon behind him going to a place. Zen-aku, here begins the end and the beginning of all Zen. You accompany me until death, friend. Zen, of course boy. Even to the death if you want to fight I will accompany you, but maybe we will not get out of this alive, so you are my best friend. I hope to see you in the afterlife so you can meet the other rangers in the wasteland. Ha 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 ha, you are the best warrior I have ever met, but promise me something, that if you pass this test the people will be your friends, and they will only win your heart again, right boy? Zen-aku, better get ready, here come the factions. A large army could be seen along with Tannen and the 3 dragon gods advance without fear to a battlefield without any kind of life. Just a plain field where soon the ground would be stained with blood. Zen-aku, ready to lose against my factions, jumping into combat. You could see how he ran at a speed that was visible to them, entering into combat against everyone at the same time, fighting on a terrain as if he was dominated but at the same time lost since he was very little damaged by attacks from his enemies, simply making him react to cut them into pieces until he arrived where the Gremory Knights were ready to receive them. But Kiba was in his true form and with the boosted gear activated. Zen-aku, ready for the second round, Gremory Knights. Zenovia, believe us Issei, we don't want this, but to recover we have to beat you. We have to do it. Kiba, hey Draig, do you think you can reach the same amount of power as him? Draig, of course, but only for a few seconds, so attack him synchronously. Zen-aku, ready now die, running towards them. So the war continued where the battle of the DXD against Zen-aku arrived, so Zenovia began to attack him, while her partner charged power to be able to fight on equal basis. AI began to clash swords at an incredible speed. The warriors of the factions were perplexed to be with their enemy fight with a minimum of difficulty until a boost was heard where Kiba started against Issei. This same one began to increase in his power, same as Kiba following on equal basis. While they increased, Kiba tried to overcome him with more power, assuring that he would be at 100%, but Kiba increased his powers until he reached overtaken him and dead him with serious injuries and sending him flying and rolling on the ground until he reacted and punched his sword into the ground to stop spinning. Zen-aku, impossible, how were you able to match me? I don't care, I will defeat them, and I will rejoice seeing their bleeding corpses. Getting up with difficulty and trembling since he couldn't regenerate the cuts so easily. So again fighting against the Gremory Knights and receiving a frontal attack by Kiba and a side attack by Zenovia, thus increasing the difficulty of the fighter until it was only a fight with Kiba. But when he did not react quickly, Zenovia gives him a stoma by riving him in the side, specifying the left side. Zen-aku, damn that hurt. Taking out the Durandal and throwing her to the ground. Now let's continue where we left off. So he returned to a fight against Kiba, but this Zenovia had acted as a decoy so that he would shield himself and Kiba could give him a throat in the atonement, making the sword of the one he mentioned could cut his skin until it reached the boys and Kaneko, giving him a hit that made him fly like the first time in this battle. Issei, that thrust reached you. You won't hold out any longer against her. She has greater power. We can't win so easily. You have to be a ranger. Zen-aku, I didn't give up being a ranger, not because I wanted to stop being one, but because it's a test for myself and for them. For me, it's to see if I deserve to be a ranger capable of facing an army alone. Now is not the time to be a weakling. It's time to rise from the ashes and fight again. But you're right, I'm very weak. But Animus took the Zords from me. It's time to rest in peace. You're a great friend. Oin. Now the chains of destiny are the only thing that will stop him, thus making new chains come out of the ground in the sky. 2 chains were tied to the boys and others with picks were buried, sealed now, thus covering Issei with the prison of the dragon goddess Trihexa. Inside the crystal prison, Zen-aku, I must not die, I have things for which you must pay. And 3 shapes appeared before Issei. Animus, you've learned your lesson Issei, now peace is with you. The 3 of us put you to the test. Now you're dingo of all your responsibilities, but you still have to forgive them. Red Dragonsword, yes boy. Now I know you have the determination of a human ranger. You are not only a ranger, you are a true warrior at heart. You fight for what you love. Now I accept you as my ranger. Phoenix Zord, I also accept you as my ranger. Now you are the true legendary ranger. Congratulations, kid. You can now access our legendary forms. Animus, I gave you back your morphers and your Zords and your powers were restored. It's time to be the legendary ranger of Mirror Trails. Who are the rangers? Outside the glass, all the soldiers were celebrating except the DXD group for locking their platonic friend love in that glass, but they saw that the chains began to move abruptly, and the glass began to break, and after that it was seen how the chains were vanished, and the glass too, and a chestnut could be seen with a foot slightly from one part of where the glass broke. Issei, hello, you missed me because I did. It's time to be who I am, taking out a golden morpher with red details and a dragon drawn in the center. It's time for Morphosis, activated mythical legend, activated legendary mythical red Dragonsword Ranger, thus a red light covering the boy. Issei, will they measure better with legendary mode activated, changing the boy's costume too. So Issei jumped back into the combat, but Astabes wiped out everyone including the Gremory Knights, leaving the dragons last as if they were dessert of the main course. Issei, now the dessert is ready. taking out a dagger and playing a very strange song that the dragons did not recognize. Red Dragon Zord, I need you, come to me for help. So the sky began to open, revealing a red metallic dragon and it jumping up. Opies! That is a legendary dragon that died today, but a group of young people revived it, but I thought it was a lie. Great Red, well, you saw that, no, but we are 5 against 1. We can't beat all of us. Tannen, I don't know about you, but we shouldn't give him time to stress him out. Issei, too late, idiots. Red Dragon Zord legendary Megazord mode activated, thus the Zord transforming into. So transformed, his Zord comes to fight against the dragon gods and queen and celestial dragon to simply be easily defeated by only one person and only one Megazord. Issei, girls, I couldn't forgive you completely because what you did to me hurts me, even though it hurts you more right now, but I forgive you, but it won't be the same. You want my trust, earn it. You want me to love you again, earn it. You are the ones who will make your life, and if you want all my forgiveness, earn it. To God, old friends, I hope to see you again, but not in these deplorable conditions. And DXD group, do your homework tomorrow. You will suffer at school. Bye. I'm still me after all. I'm still me. Issei could be seen on a terrace of his hunting house where he began to walk along the verandas and sing the song from the multimedia, and he wondered in his head if he was still the same boy he was before or if he stopped being that, but he received unexpected visits. On the ground floor of Issei's house, Issei, okay, why are you in my house? Gremory group, saying normally but with a little anger. Rias, Issei, why did you never come back? Oh, you tried to come with us to talk. Issei, well, they betrayed me or were mentally controlled by the Master Org. Well, I didn't know, but even so, I had to get revenge. I hope we just remain friends for now. Akeno, Issei-san, why don't you go back home with your parents? Issei, I stopped being a Haidu and now I am Oliver and your teacher, so I hope you came as my students as you are. Kaneko, actually, Issei-senpai, we came to ask for forgiveness and to come back with us. Issei, I already told you that day. You have to earn my trust and my love again. Zenobia, Issei-kun, please come back. Issei, I won't come back. I hope you know how to get back home, because if not, the little Red Riding Hoods will meet the big bad wolf. Irena, well, the truth is that we only found your house by pure coincidence, and it's already night. Issei, I think I have no choice but to let them stay alone tonight. Akeno, Issei-sen is no longer perverted. Issei, unfortunately for you guys, I stopped being perverted. Rias, hey, that means you're no longer my cute and naughty pawn. Issei, that's Rias. Gremory, all, why do you call us without our honorific? Issei, you also have to earn them. If you look to your left, there is a graph of how much I have forgiven you. Rias, but Issei-kun, we are all on the same level, well except Gasper and Kiba. Kiba, Issei-san, because I'm lower in forgiveness. Issei, well, it's because you two, pointing at Kiba and Gasper, lied to me about your gender. Carrie and Vala were men, but since I never got along with Albion, I don't have to forgive him anything. And Draig is much lower than anyone else. Draig, hey, and why am I so dead on forgiveness, buddy? Issei, first, I stopped being your partner. Second, you lied to me about your gender and almost killed me, so tell me. Zen, hey buddy, technically that has nothing to do with them attacking you. Maybe they were afraid that you wouldn't accept them as they are. So I raised their forgiveness points to the same level as everyone else, leaving Issei's body and changing the scores and coming back and leaving several happy faces for equality. Issei, the disappointment, the betrayal brother, with one hand on his chest pretending to be the hammer. Now that I realize Gasper is the same, but Kiba is more in his original form. I don't know how to say it, more like Asia but with a different color of eyes and more pose the truth, but since I'm not perverted they were saved. Kiba, hey Issei, why is your friend Saji so high in forgiveness if he also lied to you? Issei, what is he talking about, man? I know. Zen, I'm sorry to tell you, friend, but they're right. When we fought with them, I smelled another scent of a man, if not a woman, a very feminine perfume. Issei, there maybe I'll finally see Sona. Suddenly, without realizing it, the circle of Sona appears. Sona, I felt someone talking to me. Issei, damn, I summoned Mao Lucifer and Mao Leviathan, jumping backwards while falling into the arms of the older redhead. Surzex, they called me, while holding Issei looking like a prince. Issei, let me go, you son of a bitch. Surzax, what's wrong, Issei-kun? Issei, I'm not your friend or anything, and like everyone else, look at your bucking bars so you can see that Issei-kun is erased from my name. My name is Merrick Oliver and I'm your sister's teacher and arranger, so be careful because of more of these and I failed the entire Gremory group, and if anyone else of you dirty traitors shows up at my house I'll kick them out myself. A drop of sweat coming out of him seeing that all his former acquaintances were at his house. Valina, Issei-san, you shouldn't get angry. You stop looking cute. Issei, first of all, I'm not pretty. Thirdly, as the teacher of the Gremory group, I will tell everyone present that they failed long before they threatened. With that, they don't hand in homework, sometimes they miss classes, and I don't intend to let those absences go unnoticed in my class. Zen-aku, come on, everyone has a price. Issei, you see me with a needy face. Zen-aku, I answer or take out my wallet. Issei, I'm sorry but I kindly ask you to leave my house now. Everyone, we can't get the magic back anymore. Issei, long take this map. Extending a map, it has more than 1,000 ways to die in the forest. The gray line is the exit. Now go out of my property. Time skip 1 month. You could see every trace of Issei, his house, his cars, everything was destroyed, but there was no trace of him, not a single clue except for a note where they said who kidnapped Issei. But the strangest thing is that there were multiple signatures that seemed like they were made by young people and they all ended with Hayadu. That surprised and terrorized the girls, thoughting that the people who kidnapped him were actually US accomplices in destroying the supernatural unknown place. Okay, we have it now. That 2. Obviously we take off the morphers and he won't be able to transform. 3. Have dough of silly twins remember that it is also a Zen-aku. / 2. We already know, stupid silver-haired girl. 4. If you want to stop making noise, you're going to wake him up stupidly. 5. So we do this, the strings won't bother you. I'll just loosen them a little. 6. What are you doing, bleached blonde? 5. Ayowa. Don't scare me. I just wanted the ropes not to hurt him. 7. You're stupid. He's super strong. It won't be so easy for him to free himself from chains, handcuffs, and a straitjacket. 8. Do you want to stop making noise? I want to sleep, stupid. 9. Yes, the same thing that the menstruation hair said. I want to sleep. 8. Wait, what did you call me, snowflake? 9. It's not my fault that your hair turned red, period hair. Merrick, okay, I just woke up 2 minutes ago and the first thing I see are a bunch of girls identical to. Being interrupted by a pan to the head, and the rest of the already gendered girls saw with fury and disregard for having previously woken up. 10. Don't look at me like that, bitches. I only helped us in pure diva style, while striking a diva pose with the frying pan in hand. Okay, where is the rest? 10. There are many of us who continue buying food. 2. A question about where you got the frying pan and where the idea of hitting you know who with it came from. 10. Well, I passed by a human house and saw a woman with blonde hair like mine. Hitting a brown-haired man with the same hair would work. I also brought a flip-flop just in case. He's afraid of the flying flip-flop. 11. Mo, when he wakes up, tell me when he wakes up. Quick, little one, now let's make her suffer. Let's see where she keeps it. Looking in her backpack. 3. Well, let's see gender change spells, man and woman. When activating this spell, the person will change to the opposite gender. I have a very, very macabre idea. 10. Tell me. 3. And if we transform it into its opposite version equal to you know who. 10. Great idea. 3. Okay, starting with the ritual. Et apriaka ed rabemak y olos enosium ozika ed rabemak y aran ol ara recapaced in riaklok redop oxum redop y emergenco ne abman ed erosiem refical. Not daughter of Lucifer. Mizor, yes, I am Ryuki Gremory. Ryuki, you're a daughter of what did you do to you know who? It was hard for us to capture him. We destroyed his house to capture him, and you transformed him into his opposite version. Mizor, and not only him but them too. Ryuki, seeing it from one point of view, that is a very good idea. That means that they might lose it at the first moment, that it seemed more than a great idea. Now the impossible 2.0 plan begins. Mizor, seriously girls, seriously, we just rebuilt the house and left him in his bed and without anyone noticing, the dog got wet and until now they put it there. 2. Oh, sorry Rosa, I stepped on you. Now someone here can't play the song after a while because her cell phone wasn't charged. How rude, what a daughter of a bitch. Turn off the song. Mizor, okay now let's go. We leave it, and erase everyone's memory except us. 5. Why is everyone looking at me? Ryuki, Because you were the most innocent and a little more clumsy than all of them. Mizor, if we're done with him, let's go now. I want to see his face when he sees that he's not a man anymore. All, we are evil, we are malevolent and wajajajajajajajaj. What the hell happened to our bodies? Issei was sleeping in her house until they started knocking on the door. Issei, I'm coming, damn it, with a more feminine voice. I should have the peanut butter and jam sandwich I ate last night. Going to the door of his house. Who is it? It's me, Rias. We have a big problem, Issei. Issei, look, I have nothing to talk to you about. Okay, look at your body. Issei, what the hell is wrong with my body? Looking at his body and being surprised by what happened to him. I have BB breasts. This is what Issei will look like for now. Issei, okay, I'll let them in. But I think I know they're suffering. Opening the door to his house and revealing the entire Gremory group turned into men. Rias, and what do you think, Issei? How we see each other, opening her arms as if she wanted a hug and turning on her own axis. Issei, okay, give me 5 reasons why I shouldn't kill you right now. Rias, for 1, you're blushing, 2, you're a woman and your powers have diminished, 3, you wouldn't do it, for you love us, and 5, you wouldn't move with your same agility. Apart from that, today we have classes. Issei, fine, but this will be a headache. Well, go home. I'll see what I'll do with this. I hope it's not permanent. Akeno, if this is permanent, you could no longer be the king of the harem. Now you would have to be queen. Issei, you know, I have a phone and I have the police number. If you want, I can call them. Akeno, calm down, Issei-kun. Issei, for now, don't call me Issei. I told them my name is Merrick, no Issei. For now, I'll call myself Miyabi. I won't answer your question about whether I wear women's underwear. I'll just tell you that Zen told me that something like this could happen to me. Zen. Now don't complain and put on those clothes. We're lucky that I'm forcing you to buy all those clothes, so get dressed, miss. Miyabi, believe me, if you hadn't saved me, I would be killing you. Zen, you and I know perfectly well that you couldn't kill me, girl. Miyabi, you know, I hate everything that happens to me. Changing into multimedia clothes. Now how the hell am I going to teach classes? Zen, only of this time sick in the principal's office. Director, let's see if I understand. You're telling me that Professor Merrick got sick and sent you, his sister, to teach while he recovers. Miyabi, yes, Director, look, this is my diploma, giving him a proper diploma. Director, well, miss, one question, Oliver is a true surname. Miyabi, and Director. I always get confused with that. Well, do you know what your brother's class is? In Issei's class? Student 1. Did you hear that Professor Oliver got sick? Student 1. If they say that a relative of his will teach us for now. Student 2. I hope she is a nice girl. Student 2. Oh, a handsome boy just like Professor O. Miyabi. Good morning, class, she said, entering the classroom. I am Professor Oliver's sister. My name is Miyabi Oliver. It is a pleasure to be in front of my brother's students. Students, she's a beautiful girl and has great pay, said all the men with nosebleeds and stars in their eyes. Miyabi, yes, stop talking about that. I know what you're like. My brother is talking about you now. Where is the famous Gremory group? Here we are, teacher, said a crimson-haired boy. We are the brothers of the Gremory group. My name is Ren Gremory. Miyabi, if I don't need you to introduce yourself. Ren, oh, but Miyabi, have you treated your ex-partner? Alamnos. You, Miyabi, don't bother Ren, I have better things to do, like teaching. Now sit down. Hello, everyone sat down. Now who can tell me who the mayors were? Being quiet since the recess time was given and all her students went to eat. This was easier before. Ren, if you want, I can help you relieve stress. Miyabi, I still have my morper damn degenerate pervert hentai. Ren, the truth is, the pervert is behind you. Miyabi, how are you laughing? Being interrupted as they started massaging her breasts from behind. Akeno, era, it seems someone is getting excited, while massaging the girl's breasts more. Miyabi, when I get free I'll give you a beating that you'll never forget. Scream as Akeno squeezed her nipples. Akeno, Butcho, why don't you help me? Maybe I'll get something very nice, she said while massaging the girl's nipples. Ren, I'm hungry, Akeno. Just don't take the first important one, okay? Kanoko, I will help Akeno, approaching Miyabi, who reacted and sent Akeno to the other side of the room, which Kaneko took advantage of to touch her. But this is my soft one. Miyabi, Now screaming since Kaneko was touching her most private area. Stop touch ing there, she said between moans since Kaneko was rubbing her private area with her fingers. This is a Turkish that I learned from Zen Bai, she said to disappear. Kaneko, I wanted to see if I could do it. Looking at her hand, Bucho, she was already wet. Rin, okay, you two now. She must be furious and thinking of ways to make you suffer. After the break, director, well students, unfortunately, Professor Miyabi had to leave because she had to go see Professor Merrick, who is feeling worse, so I will teach you for now. At Issei's house, Miyabi, Zen, what's happening to me? I feel the need to have Hex. Zen, I don't know, maybe I know that your male self didn't relate to my powers. Miyabi, what do you mean? She said, turning to look at a mirror where she revealed a white wolf tail and ears, and I was wondering where my mark was. Kaneko, senpai needs relief. Miyabi, stay away from me. Kaneko, she said, making a cross with her fingers that strangely was working. Michael, I thank you for protecting me from these perverts who want to steal my virginity. Rin, sorry Miyabi, apparently Kaneko reacted to your heat and as you know animal instinct. Miyabi, I know, but I won't fall into the temptation of doing that. I have willpower, and everything they do at my house. Ren chasing him, he said pointing at Kaneko who had a very lascivious look. Kaneko, always give me the kitty. Miyabi, Rias, do something. Ren, now I'm Ren for now but okay, he said while taking Kaneko's shirt so she wouldn't grape Miyabi. Miyabi, I would appreciate it but I hate them and I want them out of my house for a long time. Ren, okay, but if at night you feel something in your bed, scream and hide in the forest. Kaneko is more of a city person. At night, Miyabi, it's like a good bath to relax, she said while going to her bed, good to sleep, as she threw herself on the bed and someone appeared from a magic circle. Kaneko, senpai, I will give you relief. To which she approached Miyabi and took off her shirt revealing her bare breasts. I wonder if, to which she squeezed her breasts, and could see that milk came out. Oh, then I can eat, bringing her face closer to the girl's bare breasts when. That's what I wanted to grab you, pig.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.